like chocolate milkshake flavor protein powder? Well, I do. Let me tell you which one I like the best. Quest Protein Chocolate Milkshake or Premier Protein Chocolate Milkshake. Kim Townsel here. Welcome back to my channel. It's free to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Tell us what kind of chocolate milkshake or other flavor protein powder that you like or you don't like. And I'll tell you which one I like of these two. I saw the Premier Protein on sale at Walgreens for $19.99 and thought I would try it. I had a container of the Quest Protein at home that I purchased through Amazon's GNC for $29.99. I think now it has gone up to around $35. The Premier Protein is a 100% whey protein that provides 30 grams of protein for 180 calories. The Quest Protein is whey and casein. It provides 100 calories with 22 grams of protein. The Premier has 2% vitamin A, the Quest has none, neither has vitamin C. The Premier has 20% of the RDA for calcium, while the Quest has 35%. Both have 8% iron, and the Quest has phosphorus and magnesium as well. Curious thing, the Premier has a lot of cholesterol, actually 30% of the RDA, so that's something you might have to be aware of. Here's a list of the ingredients as well as the manufacturer and or distributor information. Also, here's their selling points. Additionally, they have recipes available for both of them if you want to bake with them. I don't do that at all. I just do the shakes. This is how the Quest protein powder is sealed up. It just has one little thing to pull off, and the label stays on there once you pull it off. The lid screws off, and then inside it has a type of foil covered label that I usually just puncture and peel off. When trying to open the Premier Protein, I did use the pull tab, but it looks like it's going to want to pull all of the nutritional labeling and everything off. So I'm going to have to run a knife or a pair of scissors around here because I want to keep the label on this container. The lid's a little hard to pop off. It's a little work, whereas the Quest one twists off, screws back on, and it's sealed up, as most of them are. And let's go on the Great Scoop Find. It has a pretty decent chocolatey smell. I had to get some forceps and dig it out. Actually, I'm using tongs, not forceps. I'm not delivering a baby. Just trying to find a scoop. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the Premier Protein 100% whey and the Quest Protein, which is the mixture. The scoop for the Premier Protein is quite larger. If you have an old long-handled scoop from a former Quest product, you probably want to keep it because they recently begun shipping with these short-handled ones, which is ridiculous. The long-handled ones work better, and I found it to be about a third of a cup for the Quest. Back to the comparison. This is what they look like side to side. The Premier looks like it may be a little coarser. The Quest is a little bit finer. But doing a finger taste test, not that much difference in the flavor. This one is a little more maybe candy flavored, where this one is a little bit milder. But to me, the Quest chocolate milkshake still has a very rich chocolatey flavor, and I mix it with twice as much water as they recommend. So this one, I don't think it's going to be bad. It says no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. The Quest has no sugar per serving. It's gluten-free. It bakes well, but I don't do that. And it's soy-free. My normal way of making a shake for the day is to take my shaker and put most of a bottle of Dasani water, and it's 16 ounces, which is about twice what they normally recommend. Adding the protein powder, and then just pouring a little bit on top. I don't drink my shakes right when I mix them up. I let them sit for a little bit. I found that helps the product to dissolve in the liquid. It also makes them a little bit thicker, I think, as they sit. This is what the Premier Protein Chocolate looks like immediately after mixing. So you can see that it still has some little clumps in there, which is pretty normal for me. Sometimes when I mix up the Quest, it has like a lot of product sticking to the sides. So far this one's mixing up a little bit better. This is what the Premier Protein looks like after 15 minutes. It still has some product that has not completely dissolved. That has been pretty normal for most protein powders in my experience. The remainder looks nice and creamy. As I said, I mix mine with about twice as much water as they recommend. If you want a thicker shake, then use the recommended 6 to 8 ounces of water. I use the 16.9 for the Dasani water, and it's plenty thick enough for me. Now to taste this. It isn't bad. It doesn't have the rich chocolatey flavor that the Quest has, but it's better than some that I've tasted. It has a little strange aftertaste. Even though it says no artificial sweeteners, it has that aftertaste of an artificial sweetener. So I'm going to drink the rest of it and report back. I'm going to make the Quest chocolate shake for you the same way. 16.9 ounce bottle of Dasani water, most of it in there. Put 1 scoop, which I previously measured to be about 1/3 of a cup. And I like the Quest scoop because it does fit down into the bottle a little bit easier. Mix it up a little bit. Pour the remainder on top. And usually use this shaker straw thingy to kind of compress it down a little bit. I don't know if I did that before or not. Close it up, and I'm going to shake it up. Secure the lid. This is what the Quest looks like immediately after mixing. You can see some of the particles floating down in there and floating up. Now, just a reminder that the Quest is not 100% whey, so it's going to have a little thicker texture and probably a little creamier taste. Again, I'm going to let this sit for 15 minutes and come back and drink it. This is the Quest protein shake and 16.9 ounces of Dasani water after 15 minutes. You can see that it's pretty well dissolved. Still a little product up around the top that didn't get dissolved. Some little pieces at the top. Again, remember that I use twice as much water in mine. For people who prefer a thicker shake, if you use the recommended 6 to 8 ounces of water, it will not be this runny. That is really good. That is really nice, satisfying chocolate flavor. My final take on the Quest Protein Chocolate Milkshake versus the Premier Protein Chocolate Milkshake is, as far as flavor, Quest wins. As far as price, Premier Protein wins. For the calories and the protein, I'm going to go with the 100 calories for the 23 grams of protein. For the mixability, they're both about the same. If you want 100% whey protein, you're going to have to go with the Premier. But they both have features that are beneficial. examine the labels. If you don't want to buy both and do your own taste test, then you have to go with mine. But the Quest definitely wins on the flavor, hands down. Thanks for watching my video review of the Quest Protein Chocolate Milkshake and the Premier Protein Chocolate Milkshake flavor. Remember, it's free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share this video if appropriate. I've got a whole bunch of other videos floating around if you'd care to go watch those. And in the meantime, until next time, good stuff does not taste bad. Bye.